Okay, my student, now we can proceed with our second part of our discussion. And here, my student, we are going to start the new concept. Tumeshamalizana na kuhusiana na effect of carbonate. But here, we are going to see the chemical properties of metal carbonate. If you can remember, in the previous, at the beginning, tunaanza kusoma hii concept ya carbonate and hydrogen carbonate compound. Tusema kwamba lazima tutafanya coverage ya vitu vifuatavyo. Cha kwanza tuliangalia the classes of the carbonate, lakini tukaangalia the issue of the classes of this carbonate, but also we are required to look the issue of chemical properties. But also we try to look the issue of the preparation, how we can prepare the carbonate compound. So now tunaenda kuanza kudiscuss part yetu ambayo inahusiana na the issue of the chemical properties. Maana yake kwamba tunapoongelea kuhusiana na chemical properties, simply we are talking about the ability of this carbonate to react. How do they react to each other? Or with different compound, different element. Kwa hiyo tunaenda kuangalia tu namna hizi compound za carbonate zinafanya reaction mbalimbali. That is all about the chemical properties of metal carbonate. So my student, anasema kwamba metal carbonate like other compound have many chemical properties. Kwamba tunapokuja kuangalia chemical properties of this metal carbonate, anasema ni kama tu compound nyingine. Metal carbonate like other compounds, kwamba ni sawasawa tu na compound nyingine ambazo tuliona zinakuwa na varieties of the chemical properties. So the same apply to this. Anasema kwamba this metal carbonate have many chemical properties. Anasema this part discusses the reaction of the acid on metal carbonate. Sasa tunapokuja kuangalia issue of the chemical properties, nimesha kuambia kwamba tunaangalia jinsi ambavyo hizi compounds zinavyoweza kufanya reaction tofauti tofauti. Sasa hapa anasema this part discusses the reactions of the acids on metal carbonate. Sasa hapa tunaenda kubase na part ambayo ina involve the reactions of the acids with this metal carbonate. Kwa hiyo tunaenda kuangalia how do this metal carbonate react with the acid compound. Tuna different compounds za acid. We have a lot of acid. So how do this metal carbonate now can react with those acid? So my student, this is our coverage of this chemical properties. Kwa hiyo tutaenda kudeal na discussion ya reaction of acid. That's why amekwambia kabisa this part discusses the issue of the reaction of the acid with the metal carbonate. Okay, so here anasema reaction of the dilute acid with the metal carbonate. So let us start this discussion of this part ambayo inahusisha reactions of the acid with the metal carbonate. Okay, kwa hiyo hapa tunaenda kuangalia kuhusiana na acid, which acid. Sasa hapa tunaenda kuangalia kuhusiana na reaction of dilute acid with the metal carbonate. We have a category of this acid. Kuna diluted acid na kuna concentrated acid. Kwa hiyo tutakavyochukua reactions za diluted na concentrated, obvious we expect to get the different products. Na reaction ita react in different way. But here let us start to discuss about the issue of the acid but dilute acid. Kwa hiyo hapa tuangalie reaction of the acid with the metal carbonate. Okay, anasema kwamba metal carbonate react with the dilute minerals acid to form carbon dioxide gas. So when we come into the issue of this diluted acid, zinapo react na hizi metal carbonate, anasema reaction inatokea of course, then we are going to form carbon dioxide gas. We are going to form the carbon dioxide gas. Anasema metal carbonate react with dilute mineral acid to form carbon dioxide gas. Sasa tunapoongelea hizi mineral acid, tuna acid tofauti tofauti, tuna acid nyingi, lakini kumbuka zote zinatakiwa ziwe ni nini? Diluted. So we can see the example. We can see the example. For example, anasema the sodium and zinc carbonate react with dilute hydrochloric acid to form colorless chloride solution, water and carbon dioxide. And here also you have to note this. kwamba hapa tumesema metal carbonate react with the dilute mineral acid to form carbon dioxide. Maana kwamba this carbon dioxide gas is the main product ambayo inakuwa released. Lakini ukija hapa unaona kwamba for instance tukilifaa kwa sodium na zinki, sasa tunakuja kumchukua sodium na nani, sodium carbonate but also the zinc carbonate. Sasa how now atakapofanya reaction na dilute acid, what are the product? Anasema kwamba it react with the dilute hydrochloric acid. Hii ni among of the mineral acid ambayo ipo diluted. Okay, then we are going to form the colorless chloride solution. The colorless chloride solution, but also we are going to release the water molecule. The same apply, we are going to form this carbon dioxide gas. So you can ask yourself, why there here tumesema kwamba ina react kwenda kutengeneza carbon dioxide gas. Here we talk about dilute acid. Sasa tunapokuja kwa carbonate compound, always huwa zina act kama base compound. Kwa hiyo utakuja kuona kwamba once we take this diluted acid with that carbonate compound, therefore obvious pale tutaenda kupata nini, neutralization reaction. So out of the neutralization reaction, maana kwamba we expect to get the salty solution, but also we expect to release water. That are the main product of the neutralization reaction. But here, because we are talking about the carbonate compound with this dilute acid, hatuto refer moja kwa moja kwenye neutralization reaction ambapo tuna two main product. Instead, there is the main releasing of the gas which is carbon dioxide gas. That's why here anasema kwamba once this dilute acid, for instance HCl ambayo ni hydrochloric acid, akireact na sodium anasema kwamba lazima moja kwa moja tunaenda ku release the colorless solution of the chloride. Maana kwamba tutaenda kupata sodium chloride which is a salt ambayo itakuwa ni salt solution compound, but also we are going to release water, and finally we are releasing the carbon dioxide gas. So the same apply when we talk about zinc. Na maana tutakuja ku release the zinc the solution of the zinc chloride, but also we are going to release the carbon dioxide gas. Pia tunaenda ku release water molecule. For instance, here there are reaction here ambazo zina demonstrate this reaction of the metal carbonate with the diluted mineral acid. For instance, we are talking about HCl, hydrochloric acid. So here you can observe well your reaction. Here we have the sodium carbonate. We have the sodium carbonate. This is the aqueous compound, the carbonate compound. It reacts with the HCl, ambapo tunaona kwamba 2 mole of hydrochloric acid zina react na 1 mole of sodium carbonate, and therefore we are going to release the 2 mole of chloride solution of the sodium chloride aqueous plus carbon dioxide gas, but always we have to release this water molecule. The same apply in the zinc carbonate. So zinc carbonate, this is the this is the insoluble carbonate. This is insoluble carbonate. You can see it is solid, ipo kwenye solid state, ina maana ni insoluble carbonate. Lakini endapo ina react na dilute acid, dilute mineral acid ambayo ni hydrochloric acid, obvious tunaenda kupata this chloride solution, ambapo hapa itakuwa ni chloride solution ya zinc chloride which is aqueous now, but also we're going to form this carbon dioxide gas as well as the water molecule. My student, this reaction is very very crucial. Kwa mfano ukishaelewa tu kwamba kwenye sodium carbonate and zinc carbonate naenda kupata kitu gani, so as long as atakuletea kwenye mtihani anataka uwe complete, ina maana unajua product ambazo naenda kuzitengeneza. Sasa usije ukaassume moja kwa moja kwamba this HCl is acid lakini pia this is base ukaenda kutengeneza neutralization, kwa sababu tukija kwenye hii carbonate compound obviously ina display the nature of the the weak base. Kwa hiyo make sure una release carbon dioxide gas, lakini pia the same utapata hizo salt solutions but also water molecule. So my student, after saying so, I would like to say this mark the end of our discussion. Thank you so much for watching our Media Educare TZ. Bye bye. I wish you a nice moment.